All right, congratulations. You want to start an LLC in North Carolina. So there's a few things that we have to go over before we get started. The first thing is a disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not actually going to file an LLC in North Carolina. That's because all the information I will be entering will just be kind of random information. So I won't be submitting an LLC, but I am going to walk you through each step that you need to take and answer questions that most people have while they're registering their LLC. The other thing you want to think about too is your business name. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of how to pick a business name, but there are a few things that you have to know before you do. One of the things is there's certain words that you cannot put into your business LLC name. You can't have the word bank, you can't have trust, you can't have nonprofit. So make sure you keep those out of there. There are some other words because it just depends by the state. Those are the main ones for every state I've ever seen. Your business name will include LLC. So if it's Jim's Lawn Care Service, it's going to be Jim's Lawn Care Service LLC. It's all going to be together. The other thing too is you really want to think about if that name that you're going to select for your business is available for a website. The last thing you want to do is go through this whole process of registering your LLC, paying the fees to do so, only to find out that you can't use your business name for your website. So do some research before selecting your name. Make sure your name is available for your website. In fact, I would get that name first and then go from there. Another thing you want to do is make sure that your name is available in your state. So if you go to the Secretary of State website, which we're at, you can do a name search and make sure that the name that you want is available. So do that before you register your LLC. The other thing too is there are companies out there that'll charge you $100, $200, $300 to go through this process and register it for you. The funny thing about that is it's really easy to register your LLC. You're going to see just how easy it is. There's no point in paying somebody else to do this. That's why I'm going to show you how to do this. The first thing you have to do is you have to create a profile or an account within the North Carolina Secretary of State website. And if you click on the link below, it'll bring you to this page. And what you'll do is there's going to be a section for your account. You'll click on that. You'll fill out all the information there. And then you'll have your account for North Carolina. And then it'll bring you to this page. And so once you're on this page, you're going to hit register your business online. It's going to ask you if your business has been established in other countries or states. I'm going to put no. And then it's going to ask you what type of business you want to create. So we're doing a limited liability company. So we're going to click that, hit next. It's going to ask, are you going to be uploading your own creation documents? We'll put no, I want to do this all online. Now it's going to ask you for your name. So you're going to put your name in. So a registered agent, so then you're going to put in this information and then you're just going to fill this part out. Is the registered agent a business entity? No. You'll fill all this out and then hit next. And then you're going to put in your address because you are the registered agent. So put in your information here and then we'll go to the next page. All right, once you have that registered information entered, it's going to come to this and it's going to ask you for the principal office information. And so you're just going to put your information, your phone number, your email address. So put all that in there. All right, so now for this section, it's the organizer section. That's also going to be you since you're filling all this out. So you're just going to add your information here. You're going to hit click add and you're going to put you are incorporating this as an individual. Your capacity is going to be, you could be a member and an organizer, and then you'll put your information and then we'll go to the next step. All right, now we're to the company officials. Again, that's going to be you. So you're going to add, and then you're going to put your information there. And then for this section, you can just put whatever title you want to put. It doesn't really matter. You're going to be the president. Then you'll fill out this information and then hit save. So now for this section, it's just saying, it's asking you for an email address. I'd put the business email address in there, even though it says it's optional. And then it's going to ask you when you want the document to become effective. You want to select effective upon filing. So I'd click that, then put your email address there, and then we're going to hit next and we'll go to the next page. All right, for this section, it's just other provisions. If you want to upload certain documents, you can. I don't. When I set up an LLC, I don't worry about this section. So I just hit next. All right, now this is the signature page. You are going to the date. You're going to put today's date. Sometimes you have to put the next day. It doesn't let you do the same day. So if it kicks you back to this page, just put the next day. But I normally will just put in today's date. And then you're just going to you're going to scroll down here. You're going to click your information. You're going to put your name. And then you are going to put, you can put whatever you want. President, whatever it is. Then you're going to hit next. All right, now for this question, it's going to ask you if you are going to have more than one employee besides yourself. starting out? And if it's yes, this is actually kind of cool. They will send you a copy of a poster that you have to have up and available to see for that employee. Another thing that I haven't mentioned in any of those other videos with other states that I've done this for is you are going to get a bunch of spam mail sent to your address. One of the things it's going to say is that you have to pay for this poster that they're talking about. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. They send you the letter in such a way that it seems like if you don't say yes to them, you're going to get fined. But that's all this is saying. Put yes and then go to next. All right, this next section is talking about the Corporate Transportation Act. All right, this next section is talking about the Corporate Transparency Act that got enacted by Congress. You can read through the whole point of this. So there's this new process. It's called the BOI. It's the Beneficial Ownership Information Act, I believe. And there's right now, it's saying that you have to fill this out within 90 days of filing. There's actually some legal action going on that's trying to prevent you from having to do this. As of recording right now, that's what's going on. So this is just letting you know about that. I would just hit next. And then I would talk to your accountant or an attorney if you have one and just ask, or maybe just Google it. See what's going on with the BOI report, and just see if that's still something that you have to do. Because if you do have to do it, you have to fill out another form. But that's just letting you know that is happening or may happen. All right, this next page is just going over the information that you have on here. And so you would just scroll through there, and then you're going to want to quadruple check that everything on there is correct. You want to make sure your name, your business name, your address, everything is on there correct. I'm not going to go to the next page because I don't want to accidentally submit something even though it says you have to go before it submits. I'm just going to be extra cautious. But the next page is probably going to be the filing page. So you want to make sure that everything's there on there correctly, because if you submit this and then realize, oh no, I wanted to use a different address, you have to pay a change fee. And that depends how much it costs by state. Sometimes it's $25, sometimes it's $50. So just to save yourself that money, just double check everything before you do that. And then, so after this page, it might be another review page. It's probably the pay page. And so all you're going to do is you're going to put in your credit card information, and then you're going to submit this. Once it's been submitted to the state, you'll get a confirmation email letting you know that they got it. And then depending on the state, it usually takes between 3 to 7 business days for them to process your LLC registration. And then once that is done, they'll let you know that it has been completed. They don't have any questions, and they will send you your articles of incorporation for your LLC. It's very important that you have these, because the next step in order to establish your business correctly is you have to get your EIN. Your EIN is your employer identification number, and you have to have your EIN in order to open up a business bank account, hire employees, file your taxes, get insurance for your company. So you have to get your EIN. There are companies out there that will charge you $100, $200, $300 as well just to do this process for you. Getting your EIN is free. There's no fees associated with getting an EIN like there is with getting your LLC. It's also significantly easier to get your EIN than the whole process of setting up an LLC. It's very easy. It takes like a minute or two to do. In fact, click on the link below and it's going to take you to our page that has a video with step-by-step instructions on how to set up your EIN. We also have a business starter pack that has all of the documents you'll need for your first year of business ownership. It also has an operating agreement that is completely customizable. You'll need an operating agreement along with your EIN to open up a business banking account. We also provide non-compete agreements, non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement agreements, documents you don't realize right now that you need, but you definitely will. There are over 30 business documents that I have curated over the past 15 years of running multiple successful businesses. Honestly, I wish I would have had this business starter pack the first time I started an LLC. It would have saved me months and months, time and headache, not to mention probably thousands of dollars. And the nice thing is this is just a one-time purchase, and then you'll have all of these customizable documents for life. Other companies make you pay an annual fee to have access to your documents. We also have a community of entrepreneurs that can answer all of your questions while establishing and growing your business. Questions like, how do I hire an employee? Where do I find an employee? What paperwork do I need to have them fill out? How do I protect my company from legal liabilities? How do I deal with an angry customer? customer? What do I do if I get a bad review from a customer? How do I get to the top of Google search results for my company? How do I create a website? What is the most effective way to advertise through social media? How do I file my business taxes? We have answers to all of these questions. Go check out our business starter pack. It will be one of the best decisions you make as a new business owner. And listen, save yourself from all the mistakes that I made when I first started my business. Click on the link below and let's get your business growing.